guys, and welcome to a brand new video on my channel. So in this episode, it is our Road to Max on the noob account, episode 27, and in the previous episode we made quite a lot of progress on catching back up to where we currently are in the game of RS3. So previous episode we did quite a lot of archaeology, gathering artifacts and just cleaning up the general account a bit, which is pretty much going to be the next couple of episodes. Is just cleaning up where the account is, what the account's been doing, and also leveling out the stats as well, just to make sure we've got the solid foundation, because this account does have a habit of very high stats but also very low stats as well. Starting off this episode, we're doing some more archaeology, just restoring some artifacts for one of our Tech Compass videos, and we've just got 98 archaeology. It's going to be a bit more in this video as we go towards 99, and hopefully we can finish archaeology off in this episode. So while the Tech Compasses were the bulk of my XP and what I mainly decided to restore, to get to level 99 because I had a massive surplus of artifacts, some of the things which were also important for me to do was the collections. So there was kind of no point in me getting 99, but also not being able to do the collections to unlock the Master Archaeology outfit. So that was a big part of 98 to 99, which is restoring stuff for collections, handing them in, running between the collectors themselves, and just making sure that sets were completed so we had all the requirements to get the outfit as soon as possible. Now the reason I've done that is because the outfit is really good for quite a lot of things. Obviously it gives you an XP buff, it gives all the buffs which the outfit does possess, but mainly for me, it possessed the teleports. Now the teleports to the archaeology digs aren't massive, you can do it by the book, but the teleports to the collectors is a massive time save, especially when you're handing in quite a big bulk of collection items or putting stuff in for artifacts for your Tech Compasses. And obviously with this account, a lot of Tech Compasses are stored, and especially when I was handing in up to 50 Tetras, the art outfit was massive in terms of time save. So that is really why we're doing it, but it will have massive impact for the whole of archaeology. It'll be a really nice addition and something which is definitely worth getting if you haven't already got yourself. For me, after sort of like the auto screener and upgrading your Matic to the top tier, the outfit is probably the next best upgrade you can get for the whole of the archaeology skill, and it really is very good and something I would definitely get as you're getting 99. Don't get it afterwards, get it on the way up to 99 as well. So that's going to be the start of it. We're going to go and visit the Wise Old Man now. The Golem Hearts from the Armadillo dig site do go into a lot of collections, so that's what I was doing. I had to go and get some of the Mushroom Inks, which was a bit annoying, but you got to do what you got to do. And then yeah, it was just going in and adding in odd little collections. There are a few collectors which take a couple of items from each like God dig site. And the Wise Old Man was probably one of the worst for it, which collects a bit of everything, so you had to make sure every time you were finishing a collection log you had the Wise Old Man filled in as well, which was a little bit annoying, but eventually we did get there. Now the Wise Old Man actually gives some of the best rewards from archaeology in terms of the relics, but yeah, so we're making some progress. I'm going to go and finish off the rest of these now, and I'll come back when we've made some big points, whether we finish collections or other stuff, and I'll be able to talk you through that then. So working our way through one of the Bandos artifacts for the Mitre, I think, or the High Priest Mitre, that's it. Yeah, pretty much just getting close to the level now, and it got to the point as well where I was very tight on materials. I always forget that you never quite get enough materials for all your artifacts, especially when you hop between different spots, you'll never quite get everything you need. So I needed to go and buy a bulk of it, but mainly this was to point out that we finally finished our Restorer. We restored 1,000 artifacts, which is quite mad when you think about it. I'm not even 99 here, and I've done 1,000 artifacts. And it's not as if like I've halted on the XP or anything, which is quite mad really. There might have been some Bandos, the Venator Bow and the Dagger, cycling for a little bit just to make sure that I got the number of artifacts I needed. But looking at the bank, there's a fair old whack to hand in for some Tetra pieces, so yeah. But in terms of being from 99, very close. So let's go and just finish off our collections, our other stuff for the rolls, and then go from there. Now what I think I've done is unlocked the Professor title, but because it was the mid-tier title and it didn't really give me like any benefits or perks, I actually didn't claim it. So we're going to go and do that now. Go to our party for the Professor role, and that's where they grab all the people and basically just make a big deal of you, because, you know, that's what we are nowadays in the Archaeology Guild. And then I'm pretty sure every time we come here, Tony starts to shout out and take my attention away from me, which we'll go and see soon. But yeah, archaeology for this account especially was pretty much the go-to. When we did all the Christmas stuff last year, for the last year's event, archaeology was pretty much how I did it. And this account really did take sort of a sidestep like this year, where it's just sat on AFK by itself. while the other accounts took the main attention and did most of the content for this year. That's why we're so ahead on Archeology. It's not the worst thing in the world because it does bring like a decent amount of profit in the end. People think Archeology is a massive GP sink. It isn't. The amount you get from chronos and tetra compasses and all that sort of stuff really is like a high profit skill. And especially if you're not in a rush to train it, you can sell materials as well. But there is the Professor unlocked. We are now Professor of this guild, Professor of the institution, and we get a nice little world feed there as well to say we are now that level. So what I've got left to do now is I think I've got to go and do some of my research missions. That was one of the annoying things for this. You had to go and do the research missions and get that unlocked. A little bit of a time waste, but you know, it is what it is. But I'm pretty sure I can just go in loot it at some point as well. But anyway, as a Professor, we'll come back with the next thing. I imagine it might be anywhere near finishing either 99 or finishing the final role of Guildmaster. So Professor title has been unlocked. We're just going to go and loot one of our missions. Just sent them to the Warforge because it just gives me materials I'm going to be using anyway. And with that XP drop, we are going to unlock 99 Archeology. By far, one of the most chill and enjoyable 99s I've done. The auto screener is just so good of an update. It just makes this fully AFK and like a 5-minute solid AFK as well. It's really enjoyed Archeology. Played the main account while I did it, but I've unlocked some big upgrades there. The cape's pretty good. I need to do the Matic of Time and Space, but it's locked behind the Elf quest and the Elf storyline. So that's something we're going to need to do, but we're going to need to do it for endgame anyway. And the Orphan Dig Site is something I've not really been to. So that is definitely on the list as well to go and have a look at and pretty much finish their sets as well. One thing I've not done on the main account is completely like finish for new dig site because I was done before then. No excuse for this account, so we're definitely going to go and visit the Orphan site very, very soon. Orphan is where Big Game Hunter is as well, so there's plenty of content for us to do on Anachronia to benefit this account as well. So yeah, 99 arc, pretty nice. Another 99 ticked off. We're racking up the skill 99s, so we need to just like slowly start moving into combat eventually, but we'll see. So with 99, we have now got the cape, which is pretty nice. The cape will come in as a use. It is nice to be able to change the relics at the bank, but I think it also has some form of benefit when doing Archeology as well. Well, that might be the 120 cape and I've just made it up. So just need to go and loot another one of my missions, but this is going to unlock the Guildmaster rank. So with this is all which I was waiting for. I just needed to get the hours for the missions, be able to do Guildmaster, and then that's it. The big final upgrade, apart from the last Matic, for Archeology is now done. It was a little bit of a grind towards the end because I only really stayed at Tetra Compass spots. There was a lot of sets where I didn't have many artifacts for, so I did have to spend quite a bit of time AFKing at different locations just to get those. But it only meant that for those sets, I only have one excavated of that artifact, or very minimal of that artifact, and I spent the majority of my time at the Tetra Compass spot. Which I'm glad I've done because the Tetras really do bring a benefit in. Not only do they bring in a lot of GP, they also bring in things like clue scrolls and just different stuff as well. So like binding contracts, charms, clue scrolls, GP, and yeah, it's just such a benefit to do it. And I've always thought that's been the best thing to do anyway for my archaeology training. I want to try the pickaxe. I know I won't get the pickaxe, but I want to try anyway. If I could get a Matic, I'll just be happy with a Matic. But there it is. There is the final ceremony, and this is going to be us finally unlocking our Guildmaster certificate, and we are now a Guildmaster of the Archeology Guild. So big upgrades and big levels on this video. I know it's basically been just an Archeology fest, and I am sorry for that, but that's pretty much where this account went to next. It will change up eventually because after a point in Archeology, I did get a bit bored. Decided we wanted to play this account for a little bit more of a serious note, and we venture out and we do some different things as well. But this is how I built my noob account. I pretty much AFK'd an awful lot and went from there. So there you go, Guildmaster at the Archeology Guild, really nice. In terms of the rest of this episode though, maybe we're going to clean the bank up, maybe we're going to do some other stuff. But let's go see what we're going to do to finish off the episode. Again, really happy to be Guildmaster, really glad to have that done, and now we can move and push on some other stuff. So this is what all the grinding was about. We have just made the purchase of the Master Archeology outfit. Let's get that whacked on now, and what this will do, it will just be a very nice niche outfit for us when we're doing Archeology. We'll get more XP, we'll have benefits, and it's basically a one-stop teleport suit to all the collectors and all the various dig site spots as well, which is very, very nice. Not only that as well, it gives us the ability to fixate on 3 artifacts a day, which will be very nice when going out to complete various forms of archaeology sets as well. Just got to throw the large lamp in there as well, and because I wanted to, there is 90 rune crafting. 90 rune crafting, very nice. That unlocks souls for us. And on a bonus XP weekend as well, soul runes are bank for XP. They are so good with protein essence. So that is probably how we'll finish 99 rune crafting, but that is linked to quite a few quests. We need to get into Menethos, we need to get the ability to unlock the soul altar. So that'll be something we'll do in future episodes as well. So the benefit of a big archaeology stint is that we will upgrade our Matic to tier 12 in the invention status. So with that we can siphon it, get some XP, and there is 85 invention. So we're really starting to make solid progress with invention. It took a long time to get into like the 50s, but ever since we've been able to put it onto skilling weapons and skilling equipment, we've just absolutely flown up the levels. And 85 just from AFK and some archaeology is really, really nice. Just setting up now is going to do a little bit more AFKing in the Warforge because I've not really got much to do, and the main account calls and videos call and editing calls as well. So we're going to go and sit and base ourselves at the Warforge. But that is going to be the end of this video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please make sure to leave a like. Please make sure to leave a comment. Sorry for how heavy the archaeology stuff is, but we sort of did this push for 99 all in a very close time frame. We wanted to get the Guildmaster, I wanted to get the archaeology stuff like thick, because it sort of holds a lot of value in the bank if you don't sort of hand it in for your compasses, or hand it in for the chronotes as well. I'm very conscious of this account with its GP flow, and to have so much money stored into like archaeology and its components, you just need to free it up eventually. So maybe next episode is when we start handing in for the Tetra compasses, and then we can move on from there, and then use that money for some other stuff as well. But the GP stack is building, the total levels going up. We're really making progress, even if it's sometimes just in one skill. But again, I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for Market Watch and for another episode on this new Road to Max very, very soon.